All right, so today we're diving deep into M3GAN. And from the looks of your notes, you're going way beyond just like, is it scary or not?
Definitely not just about the jump scares, though there are a few good ones in there.
Okay, good to know, good to know. But seriously, you really dug into the AI angle, the ethics, even the psychology of it all. So where do we even begin with this one?
Well, I think the best place to start is by acknowledging that M3GAN isn't your typical killer doll movie.
Right, it's definitely got more going on than Chucky, that's for
A
sure.
lot more. The first thing that really struck me were your ratings 8.5 for the visuals, a 9 for sound. That's not something you just throw around.
No, definitely not.
Uh,
What was it about the sound and visuals that impressed you so much?
they were just so well executed. The filmmakers used this really smart mix of practical effects and CGI. It makes M3GAN feel incredibly real, almost unnervingly so.
I can imagine, especially with a creepy doll.
And the score, let me tell you, that score is something else. It's not just background music, it gets under your skin, adds this whole unsettling layer to everything.
So it's like the music is practically a character itself.
It really is. And get this, they even use some AI-generated imagery in the film.
Whoa, hold on. AI-generated imagery, like the very technology the film is about.
Yep. It's pretty meta when you think about it. It just adds this extra layer to the whole viewing experience, makes you question what's real and what's not. Much like the characters in the film, actually.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got this unsettling, realistic-looking AI doll, a score that gets under your skin. And on top of that, they're messing with AI imagery in the filmmaking itself.
Yeah.
And you only gave the story an 8. What's going on there?
You know, the story's solid, don't get me wrong, but what really grabbed me were the themes, the stuff M3GN is actually saying.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Like what?
Well, for one, it tackles the big question. What happens when AI gets too smart? Like, really makes us think about the potential consequences of our creations.
That's definitely a question we're facing more and more these days, especially with all the advancements in AI. A little unnerving, if you ask me.
Exactly. And then it goes deeper and looks at the impact technology has on our relationships, especially with kids.
Which sadly is something everyone's thinking about. Screens everywhere these days.
Right. And then there's this whole other layer about corporate greed. You've got these companies pushing the limits of technology for profit without really considering the consequences. So, yeah, M3GN takes a pretty hard look in the mirror, even if it is disguised as a horror film.
Okay, so we've got the tech, the scary doll, and these bigger questions about AI and our future. But there's got to be more to it than just that, right? We haven't even talked about the acting yet.
Oh, right. The acting is phenomenal, especially Allison Williams as Gemma. She's fantastic. And Violet McGraw, who plays Caddy, she just nails it.
They both deliver these incredibly powerful performances.
And what really sells it is their relationship. You've got Caddy, this young girl dealing with a terrible loss, and Gemma, her aunt, who's trying her best but is also super caught up in her work, developing this groundbreaking AI. And, well, let's just say things get complicated. But their performances, they make you feel for these characters. It's their humanity that grounds the film, makes you care what happens even when things get really crazy.
So to recap, we've got groundbreaking special effects, a story that's both entertaining and thought-provoking, and some genuinely great acting. What's not to love?
Exactly. M3GN isn't just a horror film. It's a commentary on our relationship with technology, our hopes, and our anxieties about the future. It's the kind of film that stays with you long after the credits roll.
And it might even make you think twice the next time you ask Alexa to turn on the lights.
Maybe even make you check behind the curtains just to be safe.
Uh-huh. Good point. You never know. But that's all the time we have for today's deep dive. Thanks for listening.
Until next time.